right, good afternoon and welcome back to another game day session here at the American Makes booth at Rapid 2019. So today I'm joined with Amy. She is from Oak Ridge National Labs. And Amy, why don't you tell us what you're up to these days to our members and our viewers? What's going on and how you got into additive and what excites you about additive?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a scientist at Oak Ridge and we do a lot of research in a lot of different additive technologies. And so my thrust area is binder jetting. So we're doing some really exciting things in binder development, but then also tooling demonstration. So we have a cool H13 tool demonstration right now for injection molding tools.
Really?
So yeah, we're working to scale that technology up to these large tools.
That is so exciting. Yeah, that is so exciting. So when you go to Oak Ridge, and I was just there recently for the first time, it is just mind-blowing. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And so even over here in the exhibit, I saw Grover, which was from Oak Ridge National Labs. But aside from that, can people just come and visit at Oak Ridge and be able to meet people like yourself? Like, do people do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone with interest in working in the field of additive manufacturing or adopting that technology is welcome to come. We'll give you a tour. We'll have a discussion about, what your industry is and how additive may or may not apply. So we do try to be very realistic.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. Our doors are open. We give tours all the time.
That's amazing. And then another point to that is, with working at a national lab, I'm sure that there's a lot of influence or requests for standards. And I know the other day there were some panels regarding standards, and American Makes works a lot with trying to get some standards at least put in place or a group that works together. What is your take on the standards and where we're going and any input from your expert scientific advice that you could provide our viewers?
Absolutely. So we do a little bit of work on trying to, maybe not develop standards, but at least move in that direction. But yeah, I think American Makes, that's going to be the biggest impact that they'll be able to make and they are making, is getting their arms around this standards problem and really bringing different industries together to do that, because that's really the only way that you can do that, and it's a really hard problem. So it's really great that American Makes is taking that on.
It's one of our most exciting things that we take on, and as director of partnerships, I oversee most of the advisory groups, and like I mentioned, we do have a standards advisory group. So do you see, and this morning when Jada and I were talking this morning, that automotive seemed to be the one falling behind in some of the technologies, and that was per the visitors. Do you see a certain industry that requires standards maybe more imperatively or sooner, or I guess maybe, I know all of them are going to require it, but one that would make a more impact in a very soon near future? Yeah,
absolutely. I think automotive is behind just because the price point wasn't there previously. Now with MIM replacement with like binder jetting, we can do these very awesome MIM replacement parts, right?
Nice.
We're getting there. We're getting to the point that now automotive is taking a serious look at additive manufacturing for the mass production. But I think aerospace, that's where we got to start. Once you get in aerospace, it's going to be easy to get to the other places. And aerospace is really, where the major qualification is going to be needed. So.
That's extremely interesting. Well, is there any point that we haven't chatted about you'd like to share? I talked about standards and what's going on at Oak Ridge National Lab.
Yeah, just one other thought I'd like to share is that, I think American Makes is doing a great job of also presenting very good case studies. So you have so much access to so many different industries. Those specific case studies with very clear wins for industry, I think is just extremely helpful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know we have some strategic plans moving forward in the future. I'm not ready to reveal yet what's going on, so maybe tune back soon. But definitely around not only some case studies and successes, but just advancing the adoption and industry specifics. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine a better place to do those.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Amy. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.